These things never work on the first try. Gotta keep them clean, blowing them. It's the worst. Hey, I'm Tom. Welcome back to Playitforward, the show where I go through my collection, pull out games that mean something special to me, open that sealed, crispy package, and then send it out to you guys so that you can enjoy it, instead of it sitting here while I clean old video games. I'm just kidding. I'm not actually cleaning this. It was a joke, but this is a real Nintendo cartridge. It's Adventure Island for the NES. This game was one of the first games I ever got as a kid, and blew my mind. A lot of games blow my mind, or did at the time. Adventures, who doesn't want to go on a good adventure on an island somewhere? Made me think of Treasure Island. And that theme kind of stayed with me for a long time after. I would play any video game that offered any type of adventure theme to go with it. The sequels to this game. RPGs were probably the biggest jump to an adventure game in my lifetime. RPG, gentlemen! From a platformer of any kind. We had traditional Japanese RPGs that came over, like Final Fantasy. Then we got more American ones. Mass Effect, which I never played.
Good luck. You too, Shepard.
Dark Souls, which you could sort of argue is an RPG, right? You level up and all that. But the JRPG, to me, is still the quintessential form of role-playing game. It allows you to get deep into a world. Typically, there's a lot of text. There's voice acting sometimes. There's a huge sprawling world. It takes like 30 or 40 hours to beat. And by the end of the game, you have such a good feel for all the characters and the world that you live in that you don't, it's almost like a bittersweet ending, no matter what the ending is, because it's over, you know? But it stays with you, it really does. The most recent JRPG that I have played, and you should all go out and grab it if you have a Nintendo Switch, is Dragon Quest XI Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch. It was absolutely phenomenal. I held out on this one because I heard the one for PS4 was amazing, and the graphics are incredible and all that, but it had the friggin' MIDI music. Not for me. I was like, they're definitely gonna catch backlash. They're definitely gonna release a patch or something. I didn't know they were gonna do an entire new edition for the Switch, but as luck would have it, that's what happened. I picked it up. I haven't enjoyed a game like that in a very long time. It was great from beginning to end. There's like a post game with a phenomenal ending. It makes it totally worth it. I wish I could go back and play. I may go back and play. I don't have to wish. So, reflecting back on Dragon Quest XI has got me thinking maybe there's a game in my collection that is Dragon Quest related that also brings me a lot of joy. Unfortunately, I don't have 11 to give out to anybody. I'd have to go out and buy it. But I do have an older Dragon Quest that I think is going to be just fine for the occasion. So, I present to you in all its PlayStation 2 glory, Dragon Quest VIII for the PlayStation 2.
Go, blimey, don't sneak up on me like that!
Now, I know what you're saying. Tom, you were just talking all that great stuff about Dragon Quest XI. Isn't this like 3 times worse than Dragon Quest XI being the 8th one? And I say to you, no. It's probably the second best one in my opinion. I'll be honest, it's a little bit of a biased opinion. I didn't play a lot of the older ones. I didn't beat any of the older ones aside from this and 11. They didn't really do it for me. The battles were in kind of a 2D perspective, or a first-person perspective, where you're just seeing the enemy and you attack them, but you see like a line go through them for like a sword slash. I liked a little more stimulation with my games. That is purely my opinion. Does not reflect on those games. From the people that I know that play those games, they love them. Dragon Quest, I believe 3 and 7 are some of the best ones, 7 being extremely long. However, not being a fan, I wasn't even going to pick this game up. My friend Andrew, shout out to Andrew. My friend Andrew got me this game for my birthday one year, whenever this game came out. I think it was 2005. I'm really happy I gave this game a chance because having played the earlier ones, I didn't really expect much from this game at all. And there were a few changes that were made when it came overseas to America that made the game phenomenal as far as I'm concerned. So, At the time it was released, it was the highest selling PlayStation 2 game in Japan. They went crazy for it. It reviewed so well. They were like, you know what, let's bring it to America, because they hadn't really pushed the older ones as hard. This one, I remember there were ads everywhere. I was working at GameStop at the time. We had like giant cutout kiosks with the hero and like some other dingus on it. I didn't know who it was, but it looked really cool. You know, the artwork's by Akira Toriyama, so if you like Dragon Ball Z, I like Dragon Ball Z. Do you? Of course you do. You saw the Broly movie. It's awesome. I'm like, that's really cool, but I don't know if I'm going to check it out. Played the game and found out, to my delight, that they made some really cool changes. For example, this is the first game in the entire series that's fully 3D. And by that I mean character models, the world you play in, everything. It's got this really nice cel-shaded look to it. Looks really cool. Again, felt like a Dragon Ball Z episode almost. It had voice acting.
Enough dilly-dallying.
I guess the game never had voice acting before this point, and this had like British voice actors to play all of the characters. It made it feel really cool. And again, like you're on an adventure, kind of like I talked about earlier with the other game. Like it felt like you were in this other world, and it was familiar because it's got these British people, but it's, you know, it was different and unique. The biggest change, though, for me, other than the graphics and the voice acting, because I didn't really play the old games, was the music. Apparently, the Japanese version of the game, which I remember now, I did see the demo of when I worked at GameStop, had this MIDI music. It's not bad by any stretch. Some people love it. I'm not a huge fan of it. But this game had a fully orchestrated soundtrack. I love orchestra music. I know, I'm the worst, but I do love it. And this game is like 100% orchestrated. The battle music, sleeping music, world map music, just everything. And it lends itself to the game in such a beautiful way, again, pulling you in, giving it a more cinematic feel without actually becoming more cinematic visually. There are not enough good things I could say about this friggin' game. It's really cool. You know what's better than hearing me talk about the music, though? Actually hearing the friggin' music. Hit it, man. Oh, wait. We'll have to decide on a track. Battle music for Dragon Quest VIII, MIDI version. Okay, not bad. I mean, good theme, classic theme. Now, let's play that same track, the Dragon Quest VIII battle music, but this time with a little bit of orchestra in it. Go. So much better, right? I'm telling you, it is bonkers how much better it is with that music in it than the original music. Good move, Square Enix in Level 5. Good move. So I really could go on and on and on about this game. I had a great time playing it, like I said, but I feel like I may have said enough at this point. Why don't we take a look at the actual packaging of the game? It actually comes in this nice, shiny cardboard box with this beautiful artwork on the front. Look at these characters from Akira Toriyama. Looks like straight out of Dragon Ball. It's basically Goku with a bandana and a sword. And the sexy redhead over here, Jessica. Shout out to the redheads. The back of the box has kind of a nice storybook almost look to it, right? Like, he's standing there looking out into the distance, and there's all the wording explaining everything, and then little scenes from throughout the adventure. It really gives you a sense that there's a lot packed into this game right here. One thing to notice about the actual packaging is this is a sealed game, but it came in this cardboard with just a sticker seal on the top and a sticker seal on the bottom. I know this too because when I got the game brand new back in the day, and it was sealed up the same exact way. I don't remember if the game case on the inside is sealed or not. I guess we'll find out together. But I do know that there's 2 discs in there, and I believe the instruction manual for the game, which is kind of on the thick side, is outside of the box. Like in this box, but outside of the disc box, if that makes any sense. The box, it's a little banged up. I'm not going to lie, not the mintiest thing I've ever seen. It's got some shelf wear along the creases just from where it was rubbed and everything, but I have faith that on the inside it's probably amazing. So I guess we should open it up. Okay, so to open this, I will once again implore my faithful IKEA scissors. Fantastic. And let's break this seal. Not going to be terribly exciting. I think that's it. That was all it took. And look at that. It looks like the game on the inside is totally sealed. Like I said,
Ringo.
let's knock it out. So it comes with the instruction manual outside of the game case, which I think I mentioned before. So that's right here. Nice, crispy, new case. You know what? I'll hold that up for a second. Same artwork as the front of the game. And then we have the actual game itself, which again mimics the cardboard box on the outside, all the way down to the playable Final Fantasy XII demo symbol right on the front. Let me grab my IKEA scissors again and properly break this seal. Ooh, nice. There we go. Opening this thing up. And that is an opened, brand new copy of Dragon Quest VIII. Not to be confused with Final Fantasy XII, which is apparently at the forefront. They were like, look, Final Fantasy. The demo manual for that's right here. The game's right here, but behind it is this amazing game. Hold on. This amazing game. And it's nice and crispy and new. Look at that shininess right there. So there you have it. All unboxed. What the heck? It's over already? I can't even believe it. It went so fast. I want to say thank you again for stopping by and checking out this most recent episode of Play It Forward. I hope you keep coming back to watch me bust open some of the gems in my collection. This game, sealed, is worth about $40, and if you get it complete somewhere, it's probably close to 20 bucks. If you like JRPGs at all, you like orchestrated music, good voice acting, Akira Toriyama, anything, I would definitely go out and pick this game up. You definitely won't be disappointed. It's a really good time. As always, please subscribe to the channel, then like or dislike the video, and comment on it for your chance to randomly be selected to receive this game, this exact copy that I opened, in the mail free of charge. It's my gift to you. I hope it makes your day a little bit brighter. I hope you come back for the next episode. Hit the little bell so that you're notified whenever we put up new content. I promise it will get more steady. Have a lovely rest of your day, and remember to please play it forward.
This is episode 5, take 1, and action!